Okay, so we've got some big breaking news right now. A federal judge in Concord, New Hampshire, just issued a ruling stopping the president's ability to undo what we understand as birthright citizenship in the U.S. My name is Grant Herms. I'm a political journalist and host of the Make It Make Sense with Grant Herms podcast. And if you're asking yourself, didn't we just get rid of nationwide bans? The answer is yes, and also no. So this is the case that a lot of you might be thinking of that said that we just got rid of nationwide injunctions or nationwide stoppages of presidential orders, and that is this case right here from the Supreme Court, which is Trump versus CASA Inc., which is an immigration and immigrants' rights group. And in this decision, yes, the Supreme Court, 6-3, did say that nationwide injunctions from a single federal judge, from a single plaintiff, are no longer allowed, to make this thing overly simple. What the deal is with this case is just after CASA came down, the ACLU, along with a few other groups, immediately filed lawsuits against Donald Trump again and his efforts to undo birthright citizenship in the United States by bringing what are known as class action lawsuits. Essentially, it's a group of people with the same grievance from potentially different parts of the country. In this case, it is, and that's what the judge ruled on here. The Supreme Court left open the ability for class action suits to come forward to then lead to nationwide injunctions or nationwide rulings from single federal judges, and in this case, that's exactly what happened. So for just a little bit of background on what the administration is trying to do, Trump and the rest of his administration have been saying that the protections under the 14th Amendment, which does clearly say, and which we have held for nearly 150 years at this point, that if you are born in the United States, you are a U.S. citizen. Trump is trying to say that that part of the 14th Amendment and the later rulings, including a major one from the 1800s called Wong Kim Ark, which I'll post another video about as well because I had a really great conversation with a different guest from Make It Make Sense a little while ago about that. But they're trying to say that that was just a provision meant for the babies of enslaved people who were born into slavery in the U.S. to become American citizens after the Civil War, which, yes, it was done just after the Civil War, but our understanding of it is that it is much, much broader than that. This is what the judge said, basically that what the Trump administration is trying to do and why he issued this ruling in the first place to be a nationwide injunction is that denying somebody birthright citizenship in the way that we understand it would cause them irreparable harm, calling it the greatest privilege that exists in the world, meaning birthright citizenship in the U.S. Now, this doesn't go into effect right away. The judge allowed a full week for the Trump administration or the government to respond to this, and this will certainly get a response. It will likely be appealed, and this will likely end up in the Supreme Court in their fall term.